So for me, I think what I learned to do, which helped, was to allow myself to feel what I needed to feel instead of sort of, kind of distracting with outward stuff. So I would perhaps, allow myself more restorative time. So that might be sort of journaling or meditation or, some really restorative kind of yoga. But none of this was like, never massive stuff, maybe 10 minutes here or 10 minutes there. So I just would do kind of like little bits and often, and it was kind of a way of sort of like loving myself and allowing myself to sort of heal, sort of like an inward hug, if you like.
Love that. Love that. It's the working in again, it's that working in versus working out thing. And
that was massive for me, actually, that whole idea that what you put out, you need to put back in, because of course that was what I never did. I just
people
pleasers
don't really do that, do they?
No, it was just constant out,
Give to everyone.
Yeah.
I'll be the superwoman. I remember a big one for you was with kids. Remember that you felt like you had to really be there for them all the time and care for them, even when they weren't even asking for your care. Do you remember that? We had a huge break.
Yeah. And it's, it's honestly, it's still part of me, where I just feel like I just need to, be there. And what I've learned is that actually them watching me love myself and look after myself is far more valuable, especially to, I think I've mentioned my daughter, she's 21, and it's like watching me grow up as I did, this random kind of out sort of thing. And so, she now sees me sort of take time for myself, set boundaries, heal, love myself, value myself, be patient with myself, all of those things. And that's so much better for my kids to see that.
Powerful. Yeah. And you're glowing, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. I just remember how hard it was for you, and it's just like,
to not be able to look after that. I don't want to cry, crikey, if I can get through a Zoom without a tear, it would be a miracle. But as a mum, for me, the shame that I felt not being able to do what I felt I needed to do for my children, and to actually feel responsible for all of the things that they weren't managing, because it must have been my fault, because I wasn't parenting them properly, because I wasn't available, because I was tired. It's really tough. But actually the best thing I did was learn to look after myself, because I'm so much more available, and there's no resentment. It's just kind of, because that was another thing, I was so exhausted all the time. And then I'd be grumpy because somebody wanted something else, which obviously I'd already offered.